Welcome back. Today's video is another trade review. I've got two trades to share with you today. So, starting on GU, we can see, if I go back, we can see I took this trade. This trade actually did not follow my rules and I shouldn't have taken it, hence why I'm making the video on it today. If we start on DXY, we can see here we have the new week opening gap. So as any other ICT trader would do, I look for these gaps to be completely filled. However, I would definitely say I had FOMO from missing this move up on DXY, which was this here. We had a liquidity grab, especially on the 4 hours, quite clean. I missed that move, right? So I would definitely say I had FOMO. So once we made this rejection, which is a pretty clean rejection, I got in with this trade here. We had a shift on the 5 minute, there's 1 minute as well, and I entered in. And as you could expect, this trade got stopped out as DXY filled the rest of the gap. So I'll input a picture of my checklist here, but there's two rules. One, which the trade and price action overall has to look good, and I would say it did look pretty good. We came back into this low, we had this order block here. It was overall, I would say, pretty decent. However, there is another rule which says there is no blatant POS, which is point of sabotage, in the trade. And obviously, when I got onto the charts, first thing I did was mark out this gap, and my drawn liquidity was the top of it. So a few hours later, I completely ignored my own analysis and my original drawn liquidity to take a trade. So that obviously didn't tick that box. So after this happened, I identified I made an error. I identified what is most likely to have caused the error and how I can move forward. I journaled all of that, and then I come back the next day. So if we go over to USDCHF, I took this lovely short. So if I go back here, and then I'll point out to you why I took this trade. So we came back into this previous low, which was the low before we made a big pullback before this leg. So I took out this low. This created a break of structure, so this is quite a significant low. We also had this 4 hour fair value gap, which we were respecting very nicely from here to here, as you can see with these two wicks. We also, on the 1 hour, have this fair value gap here, which we are respecting with these wicks very nicely. We wicked up into it four times, and then price moved lower. So this is everything I'm looking for on the trade. I have a nice drawn liquidity, which was this low here. We closed below. I was looking for a continuation lower. It was nice. Going on to DXY, we come up into this fair value gap. It's clear on the 4 hour here. We have this daily fair value gap. We swept these two highs and we're moving lower. Here's the daily fair value gap here. Also overlines with this old gap, but we didn't tap into that, so we don't even need to worry about that. So that's up for this trade. This trade was textbook for me, 100%. I got in off this 1 minute market structure shift, but as you can see, we wicked, especially on the 5 minute, we wicked down, closed back up and started consolidating here. So normally when this happens to me, it indicates the trade is going to be a loser. However, it's not 100% and I don't have the data to make a rule on it. But looking at it here, if you can see, price really showed no intent to go higher. And when we closed below this low here, and especially when we started closing below this low, and then when we closed below this here, that told me we weren't going any higher, and my patience paid off. And as you can see, as soon as we did start to make these shifts lower, price went straight down and hit my target. I could have targeted lower, which could have been here for almost a 4 hour, but I only target 2. It's a nice trade, textbook. So I would say there is definitely a lesson to be learned here, which is obviously follow your rules, because I followed my rules. I won, I didn't, I lost. However, how I bounced back to take this trade. Win or lose, this trade was good. There's nothing I would have done differently. I had reasons to take it. I had a good area to draw to. It made sense in every way. And I want the takeaway from this video for myself is that's the main reason I record these, and for anyone watching is, even if you take a step back, you get knocked back, you break your rules, you do one of these things which we wouldn't associate with reaching our goals, there's always going to be another day and there's always going to be another trade. So all you can do is journal, look past it, figure out how to learn from it, and then go into the next day fresh. Don't carry that, I would say, emotional scar even with you going through that you broke your rules, and just focus on the process of taking the best trades you can every day. So yeah, I hope you could find some value in this video, and I'll see you next time.